kí ìpò pípọ̀ sí wà láàárín àwọn ìjọ ènìyàn nítorí àwọn kan wípé ènìyàn rere ní í ṣe àwọn mìíràn wípé bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́ ṣùgbọ́n ó ń tẹ ènìyàn jẹnu. Bọ́dà ibi tí mò ń lọ Jésù náà mò ń bọ̀ ẹ má expect kí gbogbo ayé ó máa sọ pé bàbá rere bàbá kẹ̀. Èmi ti kú stage tí màmá wo kọ́mẹ́ǹtì èèyàn máa fi sẹ́fọ̀ rí. Everybody is free to say whatsoever they love to say. Bẹ́ẹ̀ gbọ́ ilé yìí. Ká ní bàbá òde Agbala Gabriel. Ká ní bàbá yẹn òde bí. Ká ní bàbá yẹn òwò ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì. Ká náà ṣe interview. Ká ní wọn gbé bàbá sórí ayẹfẹ́. Bàbá yìí wọ́n lè lo ayé wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ tí wọ́n fi kú. Anybody there? Àbí ẹ jẹ́ ń bèrè ọdún wọlé ti rí wọn. Ó tọdún mélòó?
24 years, thank you very much. 24 years ti wọn last nígbà tó launch ìwé kan báyìí.
24 years. 24 years. Mama, ọdún wọlé ti rí bàbá last. Mọ́kànlá tí rẹ̀ mọ́. Now, ẹ wá jẹ́ bí léèrè. Ká ní wọn wá s'Agbala Gabriel. Ká lọ́lọ́run fún platform tó ṣe. Ká ní kò sí interview ká náà kàn wá ẹ̀kan ní ẹ̀rá sàkílẹ̀ fẹ́ ẹ máa lọ àfẹ́ ẹgbẹ́rún bàbá wo lélẹ̀ máa lọ. Bàbá wá sí church wọ́n wá a pray fún wọn nínú ọ̀rọ̀ wọn. We never concluded anything. It was all an interview. Wọ́n yìí conclude pé èmi kan sì ń wá sọ́pẹ̀ 48 years lórí lọ Canada. Nígbà wọn láwọn lo 48 years lórí ìbò 48 years kí ni. Inú interview yẹn lánàá àbíjẹta a sì ń béèrè pé ẹ̀yin 48 years láyéláyé. Wọ́n ń gba ọ̀rọ̀ lẹ́nu ibẹ̀ tí ṣe rí àìlè ronú lọ sọ́nà kan náà. Wo nítorí bàbá máa kọ́ fúnra ẹ ló kọ́ fúnra ẹ náà ló dá nǹkan ẹ̀ka. You're free to type whatever you want to type. Bẹ̀tí táwa ń ṣe ó ń tọ̀ wá lẹ́yìn. Mo sọ fún ìjẹta mo ní mi ìgbé bàbá wa kan lè fún wọn ní nǹkan kan wò. Níbẹ̀rẹ̀ láìpẹ́ mo ń sọ mo ní àgbé bàbá wa fún ẹ̀bùn owó and he come connected to his family. Bàbá arúgbó yìí bàbá tó tí wọ́n ti wá ètò wọn and glory be to God. Ẹ wo tí interview yẹn wo tó mú wá ẹ wo ọmọ wọn ẹ wo màmá tí wọ́n jẹ̀yà look at this wonderful mama ẹ hallelujah ẹ wo wonderful mama yìí ẹ wo ya alálùbáríkà yìí ẹ wo àwọn ọmọ ẹ wo wọn ẹ jẹ́ bí lèrè àwọn ọmọ yìí wọn bá má rí bàbá yìí tí wọ́n fi jáde láyé àwọn ọmọ yìí ọba má rí wọn ẹ wo àwọn ọmọ wọn ẹ wo àwọn ọmọ look at them ẹ wo wọn twins ẹ wo baby don't cry sir.
When I go to the church, I went. You saw me then. I went. It's the first time they will see their grandfather.
Ẹ ti ẹ̀ já kọ́ pàǹtí bàbá mi ìmọ̀ tán ṣe ìmọ̀ wọn. Ẹ ti ń tó gbóntàn bá ṣe láyé. Ẹ ti ẹ̀bọ̀ gbé ìṣiṣẹ́ gbẹ̀kan náà. Ta ni ò jẹ́ ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀? Ta ló mọ́ nínú ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń wò yìí? Ta ló pé nínú ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń wò yìí? Ta ló mọ́ nínú yín kó nawọ́ sókè? Ta ló wà ní àìṣẹ̀ nínú yín? Ta ló wà láìsí ẹ̀gbin nínú ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń wò yìí? Ta ni ayé rẹ̀ mọ́ jùlọ? Ìwọ tó dé pé ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ ìkọ̀kọ̀ ni ọ́. Ìwọ mọ́kò ò ń lẹ̀ mọ́ ọmọlàkejì. Ìwọ gan tó yẹ kán lọ bẹ́rí ẹ̀ sóògùn. Níwọ tó yẹ pé yín tó o sí ò ṣe é gbọ́. Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ sọ tó pọ̀ nípa bàbá. Tẹ́ ẹ bá ń wo interview. Bíbélì gan sọ pé lè ní ká yára láti gbọ́. Ká lọ́ra láti comment. Àwọn èèyàn kan wà nínú ayé báyìí. Kó o tó gbé orí comment ti lọ. Kí ló ti ẹ̀ kàn mí? Nígbà tí wọ́n bí yẹ́ ẹ̀dá kó mọ̀ bọ̀ ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì. Àbí nígbà tó forí gbálẹ̀ ní tó lè ṣe bàbá rí ẹni pé máa bọ̀ ń bí máa bọ̀ wájú pírẹ́sì ń bí ó ní débi tí wọ́n ti gbé ọlọ́dẹ alágbọ̀n. Àwọn sẹ́tà àwọn tó wà nínú ayé ń sìn bọ̀dá ìsọ̀kẹ́ kalẹ̀ lọ wọ́n ní àwọn tí orí wọn ọ̀bàládùn sọ ọ̀bàládùn ó ní àwọn tí orí wọn ò pé ó ní wọ́n ti pọ̀jù àwọn tó rí wọn pé lọ. Wọ́n interview èèyàn ìwọ ń sọ̀sọ̀kúsọ lẹ́nu ṣé gbogbo èèyàn náà ń gbowó fún ni? Gbogbo èèyàn kọ́lé máa gbowó fún wọn à gbowó fún wọn yìí gbowó fún bàbá àní inú mi ti ẹ̀dùn pé he is now connected, he is now reconnected with his family. Bàbá ẹ wò ìyàwó yìí. Bàbá kí ló dé ẹ wo àwọn fámìlì ńlá látẹ̀ ní ẹ wò wọ́n ní professor ní bàbá yìí. Àwọn náà is not a professor.
It's a nickname, but it's a nickname. I teach the English language. I'm known at so many centers, Apex classes, and so many centers like that, and all that. Link up so many. So I teach the English language. People have given me the nickname. I corrected the professor. I was interviewed it's on the internet as well. If you type the Punch newspaper, how a critic landed in police cell, it will bring the interview the Punch conducted in 2014 when I corrected the professor and I was arrested. I was detained for 2 days at LA police headquarters. So when I left the place, I was interviewed by the Punch. So I teach the English language. I'm known in Ibadan. Some people call me Professor Kasabubu. That's my nickname.
Professor Kasabubu.
They call me Professor Kasabubu, so that's it. I have not become actually a professor, but I'm a grammarian. I teach the English language everywhere, and I'm a freelance teacher. All these tutorial centers, they know me. So that's it. It's not actually.
Kí lẹ lè sọ fún bàbá kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Torí àwọn èèyàn fẹ́ gbọ́ òtítọ́ àwọn ọmọ nǹkan kan. Bàbá kan wá sí bíbí. Ṣé mo am pray lọ́wọ́ rọ̀lẹ́? Bàbá wọn dẹ̀ ti sọ lọ́sàn-án tí mo gbọ́ lórí 48 years. Ṣé mo inú prayer? Bàbá ẹlẹ́yìn 48 years. Ibi tí emotional ti wá wà wọ́n láwọn ò tí ì jẹun. Ṣé mo á fún ọ lówó làwọn ẹ̀sùn fún? Mo rò pé yẹn lọ gan-an. Àwọn yẹn ló wà. Àdájì àwọn máa fẹ́ láti ẹ̀kọ́ máa yí ibà àwọn fẹ́ gbọ́. Ebi ò ní ìmọ̀ wọn kàn wá ṣọ́ọ̀ṣì ni. Ebi ò gbàrúgbó ọkùnrin rí tó ti ètò báyìí. Ilé ṣe láìpẹ́ ìjẹta. Àdẹ̀pẹ̀sì ní bèrè lọ́wọ́ wọn. Kọ́mẹ́ǹtì pọ̀ ẹlòmíì tẹ sẹ́ndì mí sí mi láti ẹgbọ́n tẹ́lẹ̀ sọ. Wọ́n ní wọ́n ti ṣiṣẹ́ ní kinní kan rí Iléṣà, Òṣogbo, kinní kan. Wọ́n ṣàṣọ gbogbo ẹ̀ wọ́n tẹ̀lé wọ́n ti tì wọ́n mọ́ lérí, wọ́n ti tì wọ́n mọ́sẹ̀ rí. Ẹ sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ lánàá. Wọ́n ti wọ́n bí lọ́ mọ́sẹ̀ rí. Ẹ jẹ́ ká mọ àwọn èèyàn wà lọ́nà ẹ̀. Mo fi Ọlọ́run bẹ̀ wá. Bíbélì ní ká má ṣe dání lẹ́jọ́. Ká má bàa dá wa lẹ́jọ́. Ṣé mo pé ìgbà tí mo post lánàá, mo ní kọ́mọ yẹn kọ́ mo ní maybe old age is affecting me. Senility. There is what we call senility. Okay. I think becoming senile, when somebody reaches a certain age, that person tends to forget so many things. Okay. Perhaps it is his problem is I'm not sure. But I think perhaps his problem is senility, becoming senile. So that's why perhaps he said that he did not have any wife because there are so many children and grandchildren. So others have been informed. One is in Mali. My twin sister lives in Lagos. She has houses there. She's okay. She sent me. She has been calling me. And she has wonderful families at Elisha. She was born in he was born in 1944. My mom was born in 1945. So he will be 81 years old this year. My mom will be 80. So he has worked in so many places. He was a special assistant to this Tunde Idiagbon. He's a globetrotter. He travels abroad, really. He goes abroad. He was connected before. So I wouldn't doubt whether he lived in Canada, but I wouldn't believe that it was 48 years. I wouldn't doubt whether he traveled abroad, but I doubt whether it was 48 years. I spoke about a disorder the other time, senility, becoming senile, forgetting things because of old age. So anybody can suffer from that. Thank God his problem is not amnesia. That's what we call amnesia, you know. So so I knew a little. But there was a time he had an educational institution at Felele. He was friends with this former governor. Before when this democratic dispensation came on board, the first governor of Oyo State, he was friends with him before. So then he has traveled abroad, but I'm not sure that he's spent 48 years. So but that he has no wife. That's maybe senility. I wouldn't believe he's lying. He has no children. No, he has so many children. My mom is the first wife. He has wife.
He has wife.
And not one.
Not one. My mom is the first wife. Mommy Bumi. My mom gave birth to 4. But my auntie Bola, Odolunije, Taiwo, and Kendi 4. Then mommy Bumi, 1. Bumi is late now. Bumi is dead. He has just added that now. Then mommy Shion gave birth to, that's the 3rd wife, gave birth to 2 children, Sheung and Bayo. Another one. My mom should understand better than I do.
So one fẹ́ àwọn tó márùn-ún mẹ́rin.
Actually,
mẹ́rin.
There was when he went to prison, it wasn't because he stole anything.
Sir?
When he went to prison, it wasn't because he stole anything. I'm sorry, he's not dishonest. But because he criticized one person and he couldn't get evidence, so he was charged with libel, slander.
He criticized somebody.
He did not have proof.
Okay.
So he went to prison because of that. So Taiwo and I, my twin sister and I, visited him when he was sentenced at Ilesha prison. We wept. The way I wept today, he has always made me weep. He has always made me weep. So when we were there, I was weeping. My husband saw me. So he has always made me weep. I wept today again. When my time and I went to he spent 2 or 3 years there. So he left, we saw him again. Then somebody later told us that, your daddy, if you see your dad, he goes with siren. So then there was a time he was interviewed along the IG. Who was the IG then? Inspector General. I bought a copy of the newspaper. So he spoke about Nigeria. He's an intellectual. He's an educator. He's not mad. But I don't doubt whether he's suffering from senility. I don't doubt that. But he's an icon. He's an iconoclast. He's an educator. He's a Brobignagian iconoclast. He's a gigantic erudite person. He's gigantically erudite. He's a gigantically erudite person. Well learned. So you can't doubt his erudition. When it's erudition, Brobignagian erudition or gigantic erudition. This man is well learned. So maybe senility and poverty, but because when somebody is poor, somebody may be saying rubbish again. Pastor Yadibe said, and I quote, poverty is a curse. Pastor Femi Mane said, and I quote, poverty is no longer a disease, it is a disaster. So it's true. Dr. Delo Motunde said, so many things. So maybe poverty with senility can make somebody say, I don't have a wife. Mental disorder. So he's not mad, but these are the grandchildren, and we still have others. My tower has produced children too, Odolumide in Mali, and Tibola or children. So he has children and grandchildren.
So now, Baba níyàwó, he dẹ̀ sẹ́yọ̀ kan, Baba dẹ̀ bímọ. Baba ṣe ti gbàgbé nígbà tẹ́ ń sọ ni.
Ìyàwó Kẹ́hìndé bẹ̀rẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ mi lánàá. Ó ní ṣé mo mọ Kẹ́hìndé Awódíyà fún orí òun Kẹ́hìndé Awódíyà. Torí Kẹ́hìndé tí mo mọ̀, òun change orúkọ ẹ̀ kúrò Awódíyà.
Bàbá, question kan ni mo bí sà, ṣé ẹ ti gbàgbé pé níyàwó ẹ̀dẹ̀ lọ́mọ ni? Ṣé ẹ ti gbàgbé because intention ni pé ìyàwó kan tẹ́ ẹ ní ó bímọ kú ni? Àbí tó sọ pé nìyẹn? Àdẹ̀ tí conclude lórí ẹ̀. So bàbá ní ìyàwó kan táwọn ní bàbá mọ́mì rèé, mọ́mọ́ wa rèé, àwọn dádì rèé, ọmọ yín ọmọ ṣé ẹ ti gbàgbé ni? Àbí àgbà ní sà? Ẹ má bínú sà.
Kò ní kí ṣàgbà. Ọmọ kú yàjọ ọmọ nù lọ.
Sà?
Ọmọ kú yàjọ ọmọ nù lọ.
Lánàá wo?
Owó Yorùbá ni.
Máa mi péjọ, dájú wà ní ẹ jẹ́ ká máa sọ̀rọ̀, ẹ jẹ́ àpò ti dájú.
Ní tí wàá fẹ́ máa jà kó máa jà, ó fẹ́ bọ́lọ̀ jà ni. Ó fẹ́ bọ́lọ̀ jà ni. Tí ò bá ní ìgbàdì fún.
Bàbá, ó lágbára.
Ọmọ kú yàjọ ọmọ nù lọ.
Bàbá, ọmọ kankan ò kú, ọmọ kankan ò dẹ̀ nu. Ẹ má bínú sà, bàbá wa lẹ jẹ́, grandfather wa lẹ jẹ́. Ṣé rí mi ò mọ mistake bẹ́ẹ̀ ti ṣe? Mi ò lè dá yín lẹ́jọ́. Mi ò mọ ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ yín. Mi ò Bíbélì pé ẹ má ṣe dá yín lẹ́jọ́. Ká má bàa dá yín lẹ́jọ́. Mi ò ní ìdájọ́ yín lọ́wọ́. I have my flaws. So, tí mo kàn fẹ́ correct sí ni pé ẹlẹ́ẹ̀níyàwó ẹlẹ́ẹ̀lọ́mọ. Bàbá, àwọn mọ̀mọ́ rèé, àwọn bọ̀dá rèé. Ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ ní ọmọ kúyà jọ ọmọ nù lọ, ọmọ kan ò nu, ọmọ kan ò kú bàbá.
Ṣé mọ̀ lánàá kíkàndé ló máa wá kò wá tó bá yẹ pé kò wá lẹ́yìn mo sọ fún ìyàwó ẹ̀ máa conclude
pé
kì í ṣọmọ mi.
ọ̀dà ẹ má jà prolong matter ẹ má jà prolong ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀yin ìyẹn wà nílé bàbá tẹ́ ń wò láti jẹta àbí jẹrin ni first wife wọn ní lójúkúlẹ̀gbẹ̀ wọn
Mrs. Cecilia Ayodele Awodiya.
Mrs. Cecilia Ayodele Awodiya. Baba is happily married. Ẹ já béèrè question kejì, ṣé bàbá gbé 48 years ní Canada? Irú yín la lè béèrè lọ́wọ́ àti irú màmá.
My daddy has always been an absentee father. So I wouldn't
Absentee?
An absentee father. He has always been on the run. It's like Dele Giwa is born to run. He never stays in a place. When you see him, he disappears. So, but I doubt 48 years at a stretch.
Why?
But no, I said at a stretch. You are a grammarian, sir. You are a wonderful grammarian. You understand what I mean? I said at a stretch. You know, understand what I mean? Because there was a time, well, how many years ago was he sentenced there? So I don't think it was up to 48 years. You lived in Canada, no doubt. You were told. You were a special assistant to Tunde Idiago. Somebody told me, I wanted to commit suicide. Only that is just special assistant. What sort of that you radio? Do you understand? And because of what could that so you went to Canada, you traveled abroad, you are a professor, the first professor of so, you are a brain, you are an intellectual, you are one of the cognoscenti the world has ever produced, one of the culturati, one of the literati. But I don't think you spent, I'm sorry, sir, you spent 48 years at a stretch. Maybe 20 years, you came back to Nigeria, you went back, you spent some, because there was a time you were sentenced. My two sisters at that time, both of us, we visited you, we frequented that place. So I know not 48 years, not at a stretch. Maybe he calculated everything. But he finished from Wesley Gate. He has been a professor. There was a time he had a church. But I think, I'm sorry to say this, I think 3 problems. Our father has always been an absentee father. 2, he never took care of the wives. 3, he never took care of the children. 4, I think he has a calling. God forgive me. He has a calling. Maybe he did not pick up the calling.
Please, come again.
I'm trying to dissect his problems. I'm sorry, sir.
Yes, sir.
I said his problem. Now, to me, I've dissected his problems. To be 1, he has always been an absentee father. Maybe that is. I'm talking about his problems. Number 2, he never took care of the wives. 3, he never took care of the children. Maybe he has a calling.
One
has a calling, you understand better.
1, like he's always been an absentee father. 2,
he never took care of the children.
He never took care of the wives. 3, he never took care of the children. 4, he might have calling. Ìjẹ́ mọ̀ bí bàbá sọ lánàá, bàbá jẹ́wọ́, bàbá ní káwọn mọ́ parọ́. Nígbà ò dáa fáwọn àwọn ọ̀nà tí ẹni mọ̀dì. Ṣé wà ń bẹ̀? Àwọn èèyàn wò lánàá, ẹ̀yin wọlé wà ń bẹ̀ lánàá. Ìjẹta ni bàbá ní káwọn mọ́ parọ́ pé káwọn mọ́ parọ́ ń gbà àwọn lówó lọ́wọ́. Bàbá láwọn ò retí anybody. Wọ́n sọ yẹn lánàá. Ṣé rí téèyàn bá gbé láyé yóò ká màmá ẹ fẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀. Àmì bàbá.
Orí nínú gbogbo ìjọ mi, ó ti pẹ́, mo káàkiri nílẹ̀ ayé kéjọ́ mẹ́ta, bẹ̀sẹ̀ Agbala Gabriel, olúgbégbò ìjàgbọ́n, ọlọ́run ṣiṣẹ́ dẹ̀ ló bá ti. Torí ọwọ́ fi mú bàbá mi kẹlọ ti kú dànù ni, àti pé orúkọ Awódìyà jẹ́ yọkọ̀ mi débẹ̀ níṣà. Òpin méjì, ẹni bí ọ̀ṣọ́lẹ́jà, báríyà, Awódìyà, ọ̀rẹ́ yọ kan náà. Náà tí ń pè lọ́kùn lóṣù.
From my America.
Ẹ jọ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá rí màmá ẹ má bínú, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ bá rí màmá ó jẹ́ wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ wá ní o.
Ó pọn dandan láti ní pé kí n wá ní. Ọdún kan Awódìyà orúkọ lágbàgbà ni. Tí ń pè lókè lóde, kí ló dé kí ló fẹ́ fà kí ló fẹ́ ṣe wàhálà kí ló dé àti sàn àti bínú pé ìwọ lọ́mọ ìjọba ń tẹ̀lé. Kẹjẹ ìdí tí ara ń gba Awódìyà jẹ kí ṣe kókó dà. Rárá nǹkan tó ń ṣe ló ti bà mí lọ́kàn jẹ́, ó bà gbogbo ènìyàn lọ́kàn jẹ́. Ẹni tí ẹ kò ní pè mí, ọ wá fóònù mi pé nọ́mbà mọ̀mọ́ ẹ pé kan tètè lọ yọjú sí bàbá Gabriel kan ṣàlàyé sí hàn. Ó yẹ kí bàbá ṣe bẹ́ẹ̀. ẹni bíníbi lérò ilé ṣàwódìyà orúkọ tí òkè méjì kí ló dé bí tó yẹn fa fámìlì jẹ ní ìjọ náà ní bá gbogbo adé ìjọ fámìlì àjọ àfọwọ́ náà ní gbé mi wọn bá gbèbè pé kọjọ ọmọbìnrin pé ìyàwó sọ pé ọmọbìnrin.